Hi, everyone. This is Coach Stephanie Wood, and I'm with my favorite colleague, Anika Jameson. And we're here on my podcast, Tap Into Your Body Confidence, where entrepreneurs unite to bring their talents out into the world. And before we get to our topic, Anika, tell people what you're up to and how they can connect with you.
Sure. Thank you so much, Stephanie, for having me today. Um, I am an image strategist and I am the founder of Your Intrinsic Image, where I guide women who want to be seen so that we can reveal their inner beauty, power, and presence. Yes.
And can they connect to you by email or where can they
Yes,
connect to you? Okay.
they can. They can connect with me on social media, on Instagram at Your Intrinsic Image. You can also connect with me on Facebook at Damali Style Project, Your Intrinsic Image. And of course, you can email me at Anika, Anika, at yourintrinsicimage.com.
Perfect. And you can find me at my site. I'm not there all the time, but you have access to it. Bodyawe, BODYAWE.com. I have a pop-up now where I have one of my, I don't call them assessments, I call them check-ins, where there are 5 or 6 questions, they're multiple choice, and you find out more about who you are so that you can better tackle any challenges. And as Anika knows, I love coaching women entrepreneurs to integrate better skills and techniques, business skills and techniques, and most importantly, the confidence, how to integrate better confidence skills. And I do this with my body knowledge system. I have a playbook. This is the playbook. And well, the real playbook is under my desk. And and I've had the pleasure to create and manage and own various profitable businesses. So tap into my energy. And Anika, I'm going to give the stage to you right now because we've been discussing part of your intrinsic imaging and
Mhm.
the 3 pillars.
Yes.
And tell our audience what we're going to explore today.
Okay. We are going to explore what is intrinsic image, right? The word itself sounds pretty exotic, right?
Oh, I love it
And
though. It is
so
exotic.
it is exotic, right? And so it is defined as a thing that's not dependent on external circumstances.
Hmm.
It's your true nature. So when we talk about intrinsic beauty, we're talking about the true nature of your beauty that is not externally referenced. And so that's why we focus on your inner beauty, which is revealing presence and power, so that you can identify with that more so than the external aspect.
But Anika, aren't the now the 3 ones as you've been educating me are be as
Be
you
who
are,
you,
you go.
be who you are, wear who you are, and share who you are.
And when you say where, it's WEAR.
Yes, WEAR. Correct.
Now, as a woman, and the clients that I coach, they're always focused on how they're going to present themselves. So if we go to the other, I'm very intrigued by be who you are.
Mhm.
How do you do? I know how I do it, but how do you do it?
Being who you are is being confident in your own skin, right? We're in a world where there's so much comparison, and being authentic is kind of pretty much frowned upon. Like, oh, you're different, you stand out. But guess what? That's what we were created to do, was to stand out. And so being who you are is being able to show up in that confidence, in that authenticity, not in a rude way, right? Like, this is who I am, take it, take it or leave it, right? Not
Oh,
in
I
that
do
way.
that. Don't you do that sometimes? Take me who I am. Okay, goodbye.
Exactly, right? But
Does it,
just being true to your nature of what works for you and how you choose to show up.
well, with body confidence, there's two practices that I
Mhm.
use. One is the mirror.
Yes.
So the mirror is where we start, because I get very practical, Anika. You know, I
Mhm.
I love everything that you're saying, but it's like, now how do I do it? So I do with
Mhm.
the mirror, and I do it with movement outside, or I
Mm.
do it in my living room.
Mhm.
That's how I get in my inner. Now,
Right.
haven't you ever looked at the mirror and go, hmm, what's going on here?
Yes.
What? Oh
Yes.
my God, these don't look too good on me. Ooh. And what's with my hair? What's going on? So, how do we help our clients? I mean, how about if I do that in the mirror and I have to go to a presentation in a half hour? What do I do?
Well, that mirror work is very important too, right? Because it's not just looking at yourself, but it's also speaking to yourself, speaking to those qualities in yourself that sets you apart from everyone else, right?
Oh, that is awesome. Okay. So, can you repeat that one more time, please?
Sure. It's looking in the mirror and speaking to yourself about those qualities that that sets you apart from everyone else, right? Being caring, being loving, being trustworthy, being committed, being um, being excellent in what you do, right? So anything or any quality in yourself that like, this identifies me. If someone was to ask you, who are you? And you can describe yourself using those qualities, that's what you should focus on for your inner beauty.
So
Because
I wouldn't say something like, okay, who are you? I wouldn't say something like, I'm I'm a woman with curly hair. I wouldn't say
Mhm.
that. You're saying to go inside, I'm a woman who is committed to everyone around me.
Right.
Oh, that is crucial.
Yes. Right. Because when we focus on the internal attributes, even when life happens, or we may not receive what we think we should receive, that doesn't discourage us because we know that what we have is bigger than the external circumstances. And that's what intrinsic is about, right? Being internally referenced and not externally sourced.
So another practice, I'm thinking of my body knowledge system. Another practice is to move. When
Yes.
I move, I'm not thinking about how my dress is moving with me. I'm
Hmm.
just, I'm not thinking about, oh, my hand shouldn't be up here. It should be down. I'm just moving.
You're just moving. You're
So would
moving
that
because
be a
you're going.
practice?
Yes, that's a practice because you're going with what feels good to you.
So basically, when I dance, and I'll ask you when you dance, what happens? I dance, I am like, my feet are off the floor. I mean, I
Hmm.
am just in space. Nothing is affecting me. My mind is clear. My body takes over. Yeah, she takes over. And she moves like I never thought that she could possibly move at my age.
Right.
No, no,
Hmm.
I get in trouble. Move the table. But how about you? When you dance, what happens?
For me, I love dancing. I've always enjoyed dancing since I was a little girl. At one point, I wanted to go to, professional dance school, but life had another route for me to take. So I love dancing. So I for me, I do what feels good. You know, um, especially when it's a rhythm that I feel like I can connect to. So I don't feel like I connect to all rhythms, but if it's one that I really feel like I connect to, I could get lost in it.
Lost in it. And that brings us back to, if we go full circle with the mirror, next time or any time from here on in, as much as I can, I will say what my heart, how I express myself to the world, and stop with the, I don't want to say stupid things, because we want to look nice when we go out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think sometimes we're so self-critical, right? Because a lot of it is we're comparing ourselves to someone else. And when you are being who you are, that you're confident in that, you're confident in that authenticity, then you won't compare yourself to someone else, because you know that your journey and your and who you are that's what's the word I'm looking for? It's exclusive to you.
Exclusive. And
Right?
what I said, I know the biggest message that I got out of today is this is so great, is to acknowledge what is different about you instead of doing that comparison thing, which I think gets in a lot of the way that, you know, myself and the women that I know. So this is going to free us up.
It really is. It really is. And I think it takes the pressure off, right? Because there's so much different forms of beauty, right? Beauty is vast. It's just as vast as the universe. And so, but sometimes we put it in a box, right? Like we think it has to look a certain way in order for it to be quote unquote recognized as beauty. But beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Beauty is you showing up as your authentic self. Beauty is your intrinsic image, right? Revealing your power and presence. So it's the outside. Yes, we do want to take care of how we look on the outside. I'm all for that. However, we want to focus more on the inside, because when the external beauty fades, the internal beauty remains.
And that's our message for today. But before we sign off, Anika, tell people how they can connect with you, please.
Sure. If you would like to connect with me, you can send me an email at Anika, Anika, at yourintrinsicimage.com. Also, you can connect with me on social media, Instagram at Your Intrinsic Image, Facebook at Damali Style Project, which is Your Intrinsic Image. And of course, if you'd like to connect with me on LinkedIn, it's my first name and last name, Anika Jameson.
Jameson.
Yes.
And you could find me, Stephanie Wood, at bodyawe, BODYAWE.com. Please do that check-in. It takes I timed it. It took me a minute and a half. And you get your results right away. And then I give you a no-cost consultation around your answers. So with that said, Anika, I will see you again. Yes?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.